Today we have an easy guide on how to install NVE for GTA 5. Natural Vision Evolved is a free graphics mod that makes GTA look fantastic. There have been numerous changes that were made to the environment, so you'll experience better weathers, an overhauled lighting system, more ambient colors, tone mapping changes, world texture improvements, and then building models, prompts, and vegetations will look more higher detailed. You get all this plus a few extra features all for free. The only investment you have to make is a little time to get everything set up and running. Now, if you're new to GTA 5 modding, definitely check out my requirements video first, because you're going to need to have OpenIV up and running, as well as the other script hook mods we have installed. Once you've watched that, you're good to go. So let's get started. We're first going to go to the Razed Mods website, and then from here we're going to simply click on Grand Theft Auto 5, and then we're going to click View next to Natural Vision Evolved. Once you do that, you'll be on the NVE homepage, and we just need to press the download button. Now you may be prompted to go to another page like this. We'll just go ahead and exit out, and then we'll repress that download button again. This should take you to the actual download page, where you'll be able to see the Natural Vision Evolved single player beta package. You just need to simply press this download button and your download will begin. This is a pretty hefty download at 6.2 gigabytes, so you'll have to wait for this to fully install. Once your install is complete, you're going to need to extract these files, and then we're going to need to open up OpenIV. We'll go ahead and ensure edit mode is turned on, and then in the prompt we'll go ahead and select yes. Then we'll go ahead and dive into our NVE folder. So here you should see the Natural Vision Installer Part 1, and then you also have a Part 2. We're going to take this Part 1 first and then drag it inside of our OpenIV. We'll hit that install button, select the mod folder, and then wait for it to finish installing. Once Part 1 is done, we'll close the pop-up, and then we'll take Part 2 and drag it into OpenIV. If you see the red icon, meaning that you can't drag it inside of here, all you need to do is click onto OpenIV and then re-drag it in. You'll have the install prompt again, make sure it's in your mods folder, and then just wait for it to be done installing. Once installation is complete, you can go ahead and press the close button. Now we'll dive into the reshaders. This is an optional add-on, and if your PC can handle it, I would recommend installing these as well. So we'll go ahead and dive into this, and these are the files we're going to need to drag and drop inside of our game directory. So if you're on Epic, you need to go to your library, press these three little dots, go down to Manage, and then press this folder icon. For Steam, you need to right click on your Grand Theft Auto, go down to Manage, and then into Browse Local Files. This will bring up your GTA 5 directory, where you should see that gta5.exe. Now we're simply going to drag these reshade files into our game directory. Now you may not see this prompt since you don't have reshade installed, but in my case I have the files in my directory already. So I'll just go ahead and click Replace Files. Now we'll go back to the main folder of NVE, and we'll take a look at some of these optional add-ons. Now some of these will require more performance from your PC in order to handle, so if you're already struggling to play GTA 5, be careful with what you add. But most of these are going to be the same install, so all of them will be OIV files. You simply just need to drag these inside of OpenIV, hit that install key, and then make sure it goes into your mod folder. For volumetric headlights specifically, once you try to install this OIV file and then hit the install button, you won't have the choice of doing the mods folder. You have to do the game folder. So if you're installing this, don't worry, game folder is fine. Some of the files I've installed are the high quality weapon decals, the parallax roads and pavement overhaul, high quality reflections, which does take a toll on performance, and then also the white street lights. So you can take a look at all of these files and see what you like. And if you ever want to uninstall Natural Vision, you're going to go into this folder and then use this OIV to uninstall it. But again, just simply dragging it into your OpenIV. If you plan on adding vehicle mods on top of this, you're going to need this game config. Without it, your game will just crash or not even start up. But this is a simple OIV file, so you basically just drag and drop. And once you have that installed, you have a few car mods that actually come with this NVE mod pack. For now, let's hop into the game, because there's some additional settings I need to show you. Once you load up in game, you're going to need to head over to your settings, and then under settings we'll go into the graphics, and here we're going to need to change a few things in order for these shaders and effects to actually work. So grass quality, you'll need this on at least high. Soft shadows, you'll need this on softer. Post effects, you'll need ultra, and then the motion blur strength, will need to crank this all the way up. Texture quality needs to be high, shader quality needs to be high, and shadow quality as well. And then for your DirectX version, this has to be DirectX 11. Once all these settings are in order, make sure you hit apply changes, which will prompt you to restart the game. Once you're back up and running, if you press the insert key, you'll have a reshade menu that pops up, and this allows you to do a variety of things. So if you go into the NVE tab and then go into shader, if you select enable shader modifications, This will allow you to modify the shader if you don't like how it looks by default. You can also change the preset of the clouds, change up the graphics a little bit, change the weather on the fly, enable a free cam mode, and then of course change your keybinds. Now, if you're feeling like you're not getting the frames that you want, or if you just want to increase your frame rate a little bit, back in your optional folder, you have a performance boost, which is another OIV file, so you just drag and drop inside of OpenIV. So if you're having any performance issues, make sure you got that installed. Hopefully you enjoyed this easy guide for NVE installation for GTA 5. If you want to see even more mod guides for this great game, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Until next time though, we'll see ya.